how to accurately track conversions. Personally, I was so excited when I saw this question because it's my soapbox when it comes to contractors. Because so often I don't see this done very well. And it can be very intimidating. And so the two big steps I see when it comes to accurately tracking conversions. One is to get accurate tracking, the software that you need to be able to accurately track and report your exact leads. What lead is coming from what source? Where do they touch? And so you get the information in that you need to be able to do this. And then the second part is to get the information out, which is closing the loop and actually getting an ROI on your different marketing channels. And so let's jump into those. So the first one is getting the information, is having accurate tracking and reporting. Too often we see that especially when it comes to paid ads, you'll get a report that says, you got 5 leads from these ads. They don't tell you what leads, it's just 5. You got 3 phone calls and 2 web forms, and they give you a fantastic looking number saying, you know, your cost per lead is X, but they don't tell you which leads came from which. And so ensuring that whoever is providing those marketing services, whether it be paid ads, whether it be Facebook ads, whatever the case is, they're giving you the actual lead data. And tracking is going to be essential to that. You know, we have a piece of software that we use for all of our contractors. It's called CallRail. We can throw that in the chat. And CallRail is fantastic, and it really allows you to see from a phone call, a web form, whatever the case, where they have come in the chain. Did they come from a Facebook ad? Did they come from Google organic search? Did they come from Yelp? And it shows you the actual data. So when it comes to the phone calls, it gives you a recording of the call so you can listen to it. It tells you what the phone number was, if that phone number is associated with a name, how long that phone call was, and you can then attribute that call to that lead. And then the same thing on a web form, tells you the name, the address that person used on the form, where they came from, again, giving you the actuals. And so tracking and reporting in that way, and having something like CallRail or the company that's providing these services give you those actuals is crucial for you to be able now to take that second step. And this is often what we see when it comes to the second step, right? When you have a phone call or you're talking to a prospect or a customer and you ask that golden question, how did you hear about us? And you get typical responses like, we found you on Google, or we found you on the internet. Well, that's a big and scary place, and that doesn't help you. And so helping train your team to mine further down that information, using that data, that tracking reporting to close the loops, and be able to associate each lead with the source that they came from is crucial. And so that's kind of the output here, is with somebody on your team actually going back and closing the loop, because sometimes that loop is fairly long depending on your industry, but for siding it could be weeks, days, months later where they actually become a sale from when they first became a lead to the sale. And so it's going to take somebody to come back and close that loop and actually calculate a return on investment. Was the amount of money that you put in to that source, whether it be, for example, Google Lead, Google Ads, or Facebook ads, or Yelp advertising, or SEO, was that money more or less than the value that you got from those customers? And when you're able to calculate those, you're able to make such better decisions about how do I adjust those? Do I stop those? Do I do those more? And so closing the loop on a return on investment is essential for someone on your team to do on a regular basis.